23 after. Well, apparently Rick Santorum has a pretty vivid imagination. He's using it, though, to create new campaign ads. It's called Obamaville. You can't join it on Facebook, though. No. It does look like more like a horror
can't
movie.
Buy anything.
No, nothing at all.
No Zynga.
Not at all. Check out this political ad.
Imagine a small American town 2 years from now if Obama is re-elected. Small businesses are struggling, and families are worried about their jobs and their future. The wait to see a doctor is ever increasing, gas prices through the roof, and their freedom of religion under attack. And every day, the residents of this town must come to grips with the harsh reality that a rogue nation and sworn American enemy has become a nuclear threat. Welcome to a place where one president's failed policies really hit home. Welcome to Obamaville. More than a town, a cautionary tale. Coming soon to ricksantorum.com.
I'm gonna kill you! I think this is horrible. First off, shoes will be left on the playground, nothing but apples to eat.
Guys who look like Dick Cheney will be in your neighborhood worried about...
There's a young Robert De Niro reading a book in the middle of nowhere. People are, you know what?
The playground is empty.
There's a shoe.
The swing empty. Look at the red lights. The
Hot
ladies
women,
wearing.
though. Hot women saying, shh, be quiet. Which you know what they're doing. If there's hot women left, am I right? Oh. Anyway, so I think this is horrible. A campaign is actually
$90 gas.
This is, I mean, it's scaring. It's scary, and you know, you will do anything to get those delegates and votes, rather.
And we should mention this is part one of an 8-part series.
The whole campaign they're going to be doing.
Yeah.
7 more to go.
So you're going to see more of this hilarity, or you can watch Walking Dead on Sundays. Starting after the series is over.
Right.
Well, new rumors are circulating about Ashton Kutcher and Rihanna dating. Word is they've actually been seen together since December, Q. Sources claim that the pair had met at a mutual friends party and even snuck off to a hotel in Santa Monica just a few weeks ago. Rihanna was spotted leaving Ashton's pad after a 4-hour house call last week. Of course, neither star is making a peep about it, but I'm going to have to give you this. If you're going to leave Demi for somebody, I mean, that ain't bad.
No, she's a hottie.
She's a hottie.
Yeah.
The Beebs just dropped a new track. Hold on, let me finish.
That's supposed to be Justin Bieber?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Kick it.
Kick it. Yeah, holla, play.
Critics say it's a much more mature sound for Justin. It's unlike anything else on Top 40 radio right now, which they're saying could also work against it. Not too many people, though, are feeling the rapping, spoken word bits. You know, he's saying, trying to sound too much like Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yeah, he does sound
Keep
a little
his
bit
own
like Justin
sound.
there.
Yeah, he's, you know, hitting the tracks.
Still more to come here.
Now, hold on. I should mention, old Mother Buzzard does her hair like that, too. So be careful.
She does. He is a bad mother. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Did I say that? Help me out, Donnie.
That's right.
Shut your mouth. Not Shaft. We're talking about Dominic Strauss-Kahn.
Oh, shut your mouth.
Yeah. Yep. Turns out he isn't just the former IMF chief, he may also be a big pimpin' daddy. He's out on bail this morning after being charged for running a prostitution ring in France. No dirty details just yet, although we do know a judge threatened to bitch slap him if he talks to the media.
Come on.
Which you do have to pay extra for in France.
In France.
Yeah.
Sadly, it was probably a matter of time before hearing your next story. Octomom has posed topless.
No!
Yes. Nadia Suleman says she's proud of the decision to show the girls. She does admit the move was done out of financial desperation, but Octomom still says porn is off the table.
Oh.
Nadia says she doesn't intend to let her children see the photos, mostly because they'd get too thirsty.
It's a good good thing she has standards.
It does, yeah, absolutely. Well, we are joined once again by our buddy Chris Kirkpatrick. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
He's here to hang out this morning, have some fun with us, and we're talking this morning. Go onto our Facebook page. We want you to chime in. There's a Twitter trend, one of those Twitter trends, hashtag best and worst high school memories. Do you have one?
I've got tons.
Okay, well, give me one.
Well, I was real small in high school,
Yeah.
so I got picked on a lot, and being shoved in locker, that really happened.
That
Like, I
really,
was
not just in the
stuck.
movies, that really happened to you.
That really happens. I was in a locker pounding, going, you know, somebody get me out. And like 45 minutes, I was sitting in this locker.
Yeah. And in your mind, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, joke's on you. In a couple years, millions of girls will scream my name. All right. Let's go to some of the tweets we got here. AJ Hetzler, best memory is never going, always skipping. But my worst regret also.
Well, that makes sense. I mean,
What about Jesse there?
Jesse says, I would like to forget that I even went to high school. I hated it.
I think a lot of people probably have that exact same sentiment. We want you to chime in. Go to our Facebook page and do that. Oh,
no! Really? Because I thought that she just kind of came out of that egg from the stage.
Yeah. Well, either way, but that's how she was fed by her mother, maybe.
Oh my goodness.
Well, this gives a new meaning to the term shotgun wedding. A Las Vegas weapons shop called The Gun Store is now marrying people. Well, there you go. Store workers officiate the ceremony, do the florals, provide a photographer and a limo. Oh, and you get to fire off a shotgun to celebrate. Nobody knows if true love will last forever, but at least couples are giving it a shot.
Oh, I like Bozo the zombie clown behind there. That's a way to start your marriage.
I don't think Vegas drinking, guns, and weddings should ever be together.
That's a deadly combination.
Chris, that sounds like a weekend.
Yeah, that's a party at my house.
Ooh, hey, it's hump day, and many of us don't want to go to work, but would you cut off your own foot to stay home? Hours before unemployment, officials determined whether an Australian man could return to work. Well, he cut off his left foot with an electric saw, then he threw it into a wood stove. He survived, insists he wants to work, just hasn't found the right job. Shoe model, perhaps, or Heather Mills' new boy toy?
Oh! Love it.
I love the fact that he threw it into the wood furnace.
Yeah.
Like, of everything to do with it, he could have mailed it to a friend, but he
Too soon.
It's still that whole safety thing to worry about. JDate did a poll to find out how much internet recon people are doing. Basically, how many of you Google your potential date.
I don't know why you're going in there with your mother. Oh, your mother would be so upset if you're on the Facebook. You get a blob on the my face. Your mother wouldn't be happy if I saw you on there on the JDate's happiness.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry for all Jewish people out there. Anyway, continue.
59% of people said they use Facebook, LinkedIn, or Google.
Google, he says. I say.
27% use Facebook only, and 13% use Google only.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is kind of like the new 2000 thing way to know who you're dating. You know how before you go on a date, you have to know someone who knows that person. Just as a
100%.
backup. You know,
Yeah.
you have to know their people. Like, who are your people? Do I know your people?
Yeah.
And so you want to find the people on Google.
Yeah, and it helps, especially if you're doing the online dating thing and you're meeting somebody that you're not familiar with. The more you can familiarize yourself with them, whether you're Google stalking them or trying to track them down on
Google
Facebook,
stalking.
just to find out who they are and who they know.
But even on the positive note, I mean, you can learn a lot.
Yes.
I think you were alluding to. So, you know, you could actually find out what they like, what they don't like.
And oftentimes, if their Facebook profile is secure, then you've got to go to LinkedIn or you got to do the Google
You gotta be
thing
careful.
and see what you can find out. But as most employers are finding out, they're learning a lot about their new potential employees on Facebook.
It does not hurt to know. The more you know before going on a date, the better situation you're in.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Where's the star?
It's true. Adam Levine, definitely talented, also hot. We'll tell you why.
Knowing is half the battle.
Connecticut cops were called to a sex shop for some reversal role play. The Washington Post reports a guy accidentally locked himself in handcuffs at an adult shop in Orange.
Ooh, I like
Workers
those.
called cops thinking one of the keys might unlock the cuffs. They didn't. Cops had to cut them off. And that's when the fun started. Am I right, ladies?
Time for some updates.
Okay.
What do you think?
Let's do it.
Here we go. The Chinese factory that manufactures Apple products is in trouble. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
I love it.
Come on.
I love it.
The Foxconn audit is complete, and although it passed the sweatshop and child labor test, the Fair Labor Association did find violations for overtime, unpaid wages, and salaries not covering basic living expenses. Foxconn has agreed to remedy the problem, and Apple CEO Tim Cook will travel to China to follow up to make sure they will do what they say they're going to do.
Okay. One of the many things our next guest has wondered aloud about into a microphone is how it is that women somehow got all the power.
That's why we have no power. We used to have power. There was a time in this country women didn't even have the right to vote. Then there was a vote to see if they could vote. Well, how the hell did we lose that?
From The Tonight Show, Comedy Central, and comedian starring Jerry Seinfeld, please welcome to the buzz, Mr. Orny Adams, everybody. Stand up. Orny, you just lost your mic. You just lost your mic with that big opening there. Hey, listen, we were talking this morning real quick before we get into the meat of this wonderful interview that's about to happen about April Fool's Day pranks. You ever pulled one of these?
You know, I'm on a television show called Teen Wolf, and I pull pranks on the set all the time, but nothing that
But those are scripted pranks.
No. I like, I'll go, I steal stuff from the set, and then I give it away on Twitter.
Really?
And it drives the set decorators nuts.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, I don't feel like they give me a big enough part in the show.
Right. Well, and also if you don't feel like that they give you enough money for the show, it's an extra way to earn some cash on the side.
Yeah.
Selling off the set decorations.
Right, so I'll steal stuff that they actually need for future episodes.
Right.
And MTV doesn't think it's funny. This is on MTV. They don't think it's funny at all. Like
Which is why it's funny.
Which is funny. They don't get the joke.
Right.
Like maybe they could give me props to give away or something like that, but they don't. There's no sense of humor over there.
That's awesome. So this is the big current project you got going on?
This is
the MTV show?
Yeah, season 2. I can tell you're a big fan.
Oh, a huge fan, Orny. I watched MTV back when they played music videos, and then I lost interest.
Yeah.
But now I might watch again because I know you're a very funny man. We met many years ago. I love that bit about the women, you know, and the vote and so forth. A lot of people know you too when you kind of came onto the scene with the movie Comedian with Jerry Seinfeld.
Right.
Did that totally change your life?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In both directions. It's a very, you know, being known for like one thing basically. It's interesting.
Right. Well, now you're not known for that in just one thing now, and now you got the MTV show.
Now I'm known for stealing props and giving them away. Where do we meet? I'm caught up on that. Where do we?
Apparently you don't remember that very well, just like I don't watch you on MTV.
You brushed over it. Where did we?
We met at a comedy club.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
We doing comedy? Were you? Yeah. Are you still doing comedy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for coming to the show, Orny.
I'm a huge fan.
I tell you what.
Just bring these guys. I've never heard camera guys laugh.
I know, they're great.
In the last segment, they're fantastic, but do they know they're not part of the show?
No, they are part of the show.
Well, they keep yelling stuff
out.
out.
He's going to be at the Orlando Improv all this weekend, and during the break, he and I are going to catch each other up on our resumes. Go see him at the Orlando Improv.
Why don't you come down and do a set?